Evening, Bodgers. Today's job, straight away, let's get this garage somewhat cleaned up. Because I'm fed up of trying to jump over all this crap. And then we'll do some work to them anyway. We're going to put the other door back on, chop the inside of the door out, as I've told you before. A whole bunch of random crap. We've got some seal stuff here that I've nicked from the back of the shogun spare wheel, believe it or not. There's so much of it, which is good. I'm going to put on the inside edge of the lip of the removable front end. Makes perfect sense, right? Rather than buy some more. And yeah, just various crap. Let's get on with it. Minor improvements. Take me a good fucking 20 minutes. Basically I just brush everything to the side and clean the floor a little bit, but it's neater, it'll do. Right, let's get on with something. Probably the door. Right, priority one is going to be putting on this sort of edging strip thing. Again, like I said, it's off the spare wheel of my Shogun, and when they go on the back, you get that round thing. It's no use on that really, so I'm going to use it to edge the inner edge of this, probably the inner lip of this, although I might have to modify this somewhere in the future, but obviously it's just pulled straight back off. And then if I've got any left, I'll do the edges or the sharp edges of the front where it's been cut as well. So let's have a look at what that looks like in a sec. There we are. As for how it'll look when it's on the car, I do not know yet, but yeah, it's a bit of extra edge on it. I've gone all the way around into a little sort of curve on both sides. It does actually make the finish look a lot better. And then I've even gone round, although this needs re-welding here and stuff. Gone around the edge of here and around the edge of here. And hopefully it'll just, one, it'll decrease the panel gaps because they're obviously terrible, and two, it'll obviously stop you from cutting your hands on stuff. I'm going to try and get some more of this stuff. Try and measure it, and you'll be able to buy some universal shit on eBay somewhere. And I can do down like this sharp edge here because that needs, you know, a lot of work. I've still got to get brace bars to, you know, make some or whatever to put in here as well. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. A lot of it still needs finishing here. Look, here's me saying the welding's all done. It's not. That's when I started learning, so a bit of grind that back, etc., etc. You can't really see it, but yeah. Right, front end back on, and it didn't do the what I expected it to do. This edge is better, but obviously as soon as we get up this way, you can see how much more of his wing needs to pull in this way. It's a bit of fettling down the line. Probably gonna have to bend this out here or cut it and push them across. And this side's a little worse actually. It doesn't really have a lot of give when you press, which is very weird. So I can only assume this curve is just too tight. So if I cut the inner edge of this out, I can push them across this way. That's how I'm going to do it anyway, right or wrong. Let's look at that little hole there to fill up as well. Didn't notice that. Oh, but yeah, it's on. It's the main thing. All right, the door. I figured the best option is probably to cut on the line that's already here, the shape. I'm going to unscrew the glass and see if I can pull it out, because I've got a feeling if I try and cut this with it in place, we're asking for trouble. And then on the other door, which is in better condition, believe it or not, on the other side, some maniac in the past has cut this out for stock racing or something, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to have to do the same on this, try and cut round the shape as neat as I can, and then by some miracle put that one in here and tack weld it, then test the window, and then tack weld it a bit more, test the window, and then very much gradually weld it back up. It probably isn't going to work, and I know people are probably going, you're an idiot, just buy another door, and that was what the option will be if I can't make this work, so we'll try anyway. Alright, first things first, remove the 4 screws, and then it looks, again, I'm looking this up, I should really, in advance. Looks like this will pry out. I'm going to guess that's how you get this mechanism off the glass. Watch me shatter this now. Scream louder if you, you can tell what's about to happen or not, I don't know. It looks a bit like it must lift up and sort of slot in. Going with that. That sounds and looks legit. It's definitely been siliconed in, so this definitely does come out. Okay. Is this going to be a camera down jobby? Probably. No, he's coming. He's coming. I don't know how this comes out here. That's why I figured it has to come out this way, because you can't pull this out. Or can you? Okay. Let's see. Maybe we can hammer that way. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. Can't do that on film. Oh no, we can do it like this. We're good. Alright, this side's coming. Was I supposed to pry that first? Probably. Or does this side lift that? Okay, here we go. Lift out, sir. There's that lift, and then this maybe pulls out that way. Interesting design. I got no idea. Oh yeah, hello. Okay, so the whole mechanism slides off the glass and then the glass comes out after. Okay, I'll do the rest off camera because I'll be here forever otherwise, but we'll see how this goes and I'll let you know. Alright, pretty impossible to film, but you basically have to loosen that bugger off and it kind of turns and rotates, and then the glass sort of pulls out. As you can see, I'm assuming you've got to feed some kind of mechanism, maybe that plate pushes under or not. I don't quite know. I think it's coming off the back of that wheel thing there, you know, the groove. So this looks all free. And then, yeah, put it to one side of this and it should lift out. Yeah, we'll see. Turns out that worked. The only caveat is, if you can just about see it here, that ball bit, which normally goes into little slidey raily bits, that's a bit of a pain to get out of the way. Once you rotate it enough and you sort of wiggle it up and down and around, you'll see that thing pop out, and then it's just a case of manhandling it, and yeah, out he comes. And this, I then guessing will, with a bit of manhandling, bash him across. This obviously there's a leg down there, and one up here. You'll have to feed him out. But yeah, that can't be too hard to figure out. Yep, correct again. Hunch was correct. Yeah, it feels like it doesn't want to come out, and you basically have to wiggle him around, and I managed to push him in so he dropped inside, and then you lift the one side out and he just slots out. Boom. We'll get that a bit of a clean up with some who knows what. That is not the end of the story, as you now know. The hard part, I'm going to have to, like I said, cut probably on the inside edge, I think, because it'll probably be easiest to tap weld to. I think outside might be a bit risky. I don't know, I'm not sure now. I need to think carefully. I think the outside edge actually is going to be impossible, and we've got a bit of rot here, so which is going to be the easiest? Difficulty to decide. In true fashion, did not think to myself, I cannot find any more cutting discs. Typical. I've done literally one line. I decided to go on the outside edge. I got all the way to here, and it literally ate an entire disc, so I'm going to have to go and buy some more. But you get the idea. I'm going to go around the outside edge, I decided in the end, and yeah, do that on the side, and then do the other door over there, and hopefully, like I said, we'll tack weld it together. The only other thing I can do whilst I'm here, I've got not much time left anyway, is maybe put these windows in. I'll try. They're held in by rivets, so I'm going to have to make these a little bit bigger for the rivets I've got. Just basically drill the hole one size up on both, and then I'm going to rivet them in. So fairly self-explanatory that. There's my rivet gun, there's one in my glass, and I'm going to slap them both in, hopefully. Let's see if that works out at least. There we go, one window is in. It didn't go brilliant. We jump inside, we've got the opening thing which does work, perfect. And this one went pretty good, and that one snapped off. Motherfucker. I think it'll be alright for now, like it's not going to fall out. I'm pressing the glass now with my fingers, but yeah, how annoying. And then even more annoying, I cannot find, and it looks like there's one in here, this is actually a bootleg one I think. I can't find my window seal for this side, so I might not be able to do this one either. Mofo!